You need to have metrics that can be used to steer a meaningful decarbonisation, not end up with these perverse outcomes.
What is the future for cities? Do you want to learn more about them? Do you want to know how others think about them? Do you want to be part of the conversation? Then this is the right place.
Welcome to What is the Future for Cities podcast. I will interview Tom Petty, co-founder of CarbonTrace. We will talk about his vision for the future of cities, making business sense of embodied carbon, the difference between infill and brownfield developments, and many more.
The reason I tie it back to your question on existing stock is if you can keep 3/4 of a home and only introduce an extra 10 tonnes of CO2 to achieve a building with another 50-year lifespan that's housing 4 people, not 3 people, then that is a very high yield 10-tonne emission compared to knocking it down and building it again. So that's where cutting the data in a particular way can really shape and should shape the embodied carbon as a screening tool used by designers and specifically local governments. We see a world where every new home has been compared against the suburb average, and it's logged that, this is 20% better than the suburb average from last year. That's hitting the glide path. We're heading in the right direction. And there should be a big red flag going up if a home is being built with an unjustified double brick suspended slab embodied carbon nightmare, which is 50% worse than the suburb average. Unless there's a really good reason to build that way, we should not be building that way. LGAs, local government authorities, should be able to use this as a metric to try and understand their own portfolio and steer it down.
Find out more in episode 306 with Tom Petty on the
What is the Future for Cities podcast.